long time ago, there is a special island with special residents. A group of people with blue eyes and red eyes live on the island. They are all perfect logicians, and they all know the others are also perfect logicians. If a conclusion can be logically deduced, they will do it instantly. But they have no ways to know the color of their eyes. Every night at midnight, a ferry stops at the island. Any islanders who have figured out the color of their own eyes then leave the island, and the rest stay. Everyone can see everyone else at all times and keeps account of their numbers of people they see with each eye color, of course excluding themselves. Everyone on the island knows all the rules in this paragraph. They are able to leave the island only if they know their own eye's color. One day, a traveler comes to the island and tells all the people on the island, "There is only one truth. There exist people with blue eyes on this island." The traveler never tells lies, and everyone on the island knows that he is an honest person. So here comes the question. On which day will the first person with blue eyes leave the island? We firstly focus on the situation. There are only 3 residences on the island. Case 1. Only one resident with blue eyes. Let's say there is only one blue-eyed person on the island, and her name is Blue One. There are only 3 people on the island, and the 2 other ones are both red-eyed. However, there must be a blue-eyed person on the island. So, the Blue One thinks that she must be the only one blue-eyed person on the island. Therefore, Blue One makes sure that she is the only one with blue eyes. She can leave this island on the first night. And now we can move on to consider case 2, which is there are 2 residents with blue eyes on the island. So their name is Blue One and Blue Two, respectively. And Blue One discovered that the other 2 are one blue-eyed and one red-eyed. So she cannot make sure that whether she's blue-eyed or red-eyed, and Blue 2 thinks exactly the same. So both Blue 1 and Blue 2 cannot make sure whether they are blue eyes, thus they think they should wait until they make sure to leave the island. Therefore, Blue 1 and Blue 2 didn't leave the island on that night, and they also see nobody leaving the island, because nobody can figure out their own eye colors. And Blue One thus thinks, if I have red eyes, the blue-eyed girl would find that there are 2 red-eyed people on the island. Then she could deduce that she is the only blue-eyed one and would leave on the first night. But she didn't. Therefore, there should only be one situation which she and me are both blue-eyed person. So at the same time, Blue 2 also think the same. Therefore, on the second night, Blue 1 and Blue 2 can make sure that they are both blue-eyed person, and they can happily leave the island. So now we can move on to consider case 3, where all 3 residents on the island are blue-eyed persons. This case is much more easier because we have already considered the first 2 cases. Also, in this case, the 3 blue-eyed girls would have the same deduction at the same time. On the first day, these 3 girls all see 2 blue-eyed persons. They are not sure whether they are blue-eyed persons, so they have to wait to deduce the color. Because of the lack of the information, so they all cannot make any judgment about their eye colors, so no one leaves on the first night. On the second day, however, they find nobody leave, but they still cannot make sure of their own eye colors. So they just keep waiting, and they think that if they are not blue-eyed person, the other 2 are going to leave this night. Therefore, the 3 of them would wait for the result of that night. On the second night, as the 3 of them couldn't make any judgment about their own eye colors, so they just stay and wait. After the second night, they found no one leave again, so they all know that they are blue-eyed persons now. So on the third night, they all leave the island. You may be wondering that in the all 3 cases, the red-eyed person never leaves. Why is that? Because they don't know how many colors are there on the island, so they always cannot make any judgment about their own eye colors, thus they never leave. The situation is very similar between case 1 and case 2. The red-eyed person can only see that there are blue-eyed and red-eyed persons on the island, and they can deduce that they are not blue-eyed person, but they cannot know their own eye colors, thus they never leave. We can also prove this problem in the form of truth table. However, it is a little bit different from the common truth table. In this case, we regard blue eyes as true and regard red eyes as false. And there are only 3 persons living on this island, so we regard them as A, B, and C respectively. In the case 1, there must be blue-eyed person, so the result of A or B or C should be true. As B and C are red-eyed persons, so we should only judge whether A is true or false. Therefore, only the second situation satisfies the requirement of this problem. In the case 2, there must be blue-eyed person, so the result of A or B or C should be true. In the side of A, B is red but C is blue, so B is false and C is true. Whatever eye color A has, the result is always true. Therefore, A could not judge the color of herself, but if she is not blue, then in the side of C, the situation is the same as case 1. Then, after the first night, no one left. It means the side of C is different from case 1. Therefore, A and C sees the same situation, so they can only be blue-eyed persons. Therefore, A and C can leave on the second night. In case 3, there must be blue-eyed person, so the result of A or B or C should be true. In the last situation, among the 3 persons, A, B, C or sees 2 blue-eyed persons, then B and C are both true. Therefore, none of them can actually judge their own eye color. They have to assume that they are red-eyed. Then, according to case 2, they have to wait until the second night. And they think if they are red-eyed, then after the second night, the other 2 would leave the island. However, because of the fact that they are all blue-eyed, none of them would leave on the second night. Therefore, all of them will deduce that they must be blue-eyed, and they will leave on the third night. And that is the analysis processing of the case, and there are only 3 persons on the island. For the cases with more persons on the island, you can also analyze the problem in this way, and you can try with acting it out. Thanks for watching, and this is the end.